Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you choose to watch this video. Isn't it great that you guys have the flexibility to complete these lessons on your own time, whether it be morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time works out best for you and your schedule. So today's lesson I'm excited about. We're going to jump right in and get started. We're going to begin in our student book. So get this out so you're ready to go. You'll need this and a pencil, because in case you make a mistake, it's easy to erase if you write with a pencil. All right, open up your books to page 40, and along with that, you're going to need your spelling list for the unit. Remember, your spelling list is on page 35. I just took mine out of my book so that it's easy. I'm not having to flip back and forth. So it's your own choice, whatever you feel is easier for you. All right, now for the instructions to complete page 40. This is called a word sort. And word sorts, I've always, as a kid, this was something I really enjoyed doing because for me it helped me to see patterns in words. I always loved looking for patterns, and it helps me to categorize different words, and it helps me in my brain to sort which words are spelled with which pattern. So this should help you out too, to help you conquer the spelling of these words. And the way we're going to do this is first, we're going to look for all the words in our spelling list with the long A spelling. And I gave you an example of one that I found. The word fragrant is just spelled with the A pattern. Then in the next column, I gave you another example of the word waiting. If you look carefully, it has the AI spelling pattern, so I wrote that on the line under that spelling pattern. Next, you see the word layer, and it is the AY pattern, so it fits in that category. And then the last word is kind of hard to see, but it's A consonant E, and I wrote the word scale because if you notice, it's SCA consonant E. So your job on that section is to go through each of your words and find those words that fit in those categories. You may use the words I've already put in there as examples, and then you need to go through and fill the rest of the remaining empty boxes in. Please go ahead and push pause and do that now. Now, on to part 2. Your job on this one is to find all the words in this spelling list with a prefix or suffix. You're going to write the word on the line. Remember that one syllable has already been provided for each word. When you have filled in all the words, circle the prefixes and the suffixes. Now, I did number 1 for you as an example. The word ended with ing, I-N-G. So I circled that part to remind myself that would be the suffix, and the part of the word it was missing was the word wait, the base word wait. And together, that makes the word waiting. Now you go through and fill in all the missing words, and remember when you filled in the word, circle the prefix or the suffix. Go ahead, push pause, and complete this assignment now. When you're done, push play. Now, for your last part of this workbook assignment, you are going to take the words from part 2, and then you're going to write them in alphabetical order. Sometimes people call it ABC order. And there's a hint. You will have to look at the 4th letter in the words with the prefix pre when deciding how to alphabetize. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to do that. Here is my whiteboard, and as you can see, I've written out the 4 words that are going to be words you're going to have to alphabetize, and it gets tricky, and I wanted to just clarify how you're going to do this. So these 4 words start out pre. So when you do alphabetical order, you always look at the first letter. Look. They all have the same first letter, they all have the same second letter, and they all have the same third letter. So that means you're going to go to the 4th letter here, and I'm going to circle that 4th letter so it's easy for me to see which letter I'm looking at, okay? Now, if we look and see, okay, which one of these words will come first in ABC order? Well, look, precaution. C comes before F, H, and V. So this word is definitely going to be first in ABC order. So I just wanted to point that out to you. Maybe it will help you when you get to that assignment. So go ahead and push pause on your computer on this video and complete that ABC order assignment. Now that you've done that, right, you've completed all your student pages, go ahead and take that book and put it away wherever you store your materials for your next unit. For tomorrow you'll need it, but we're done with it for today. You are now going to be needing your whiteboard marker and eraser, and your spelling box. So get those out. If you need to push pause to go get them, that's fine. Now, for today, for your spelling box practice, you're going to practice using your index cards, the words from this unit that you're just needing some more practice with. Pull those cards out and give them to your learning coach, and you're going to be writing them on your whiteboard. If you need to break the word into syllables, for example, the word waiting, your learning coach would tell you, please write the word waiting. So you could say in your mind or say out loud the word in syllables, wait-ing, and then you could write the word in syllables like this. Let me demonstrate so this is going to be more clear. You could write wait-ing on your whiteboard, and then last, write the whole word connected as one. So you get practice with that too. Anytime you make a mistake on a word, make sure to look at the correct way to spell it. Use your index cards and double check and look at the correct spelling, and then come back to it later after you've gone through all your words. Come back to that one because you want to have a chance to revisit it and have another chance to spell it correctly. Once you've done those unit spelling words from this unit, you put those away back in your box where they go, and then go to the middle tab in your box. And these are the words from previous units, from maybe the last one or the unit before that, that you are still having some trouble with, that you still need to keep practicing. Pull those out, and I want you to look at all of them and read the words, have a chance to get familiar with them again, and then give them to your learning coach and go through and practice spelling them on your whiteboard, just like we did with the word waiting, if you need to put it in syllables, and then write it as a whole word. You're going to do that too. And then once you're done with those previous unit words, take those index cards, put them back in the middle section where they go, and put this away and store it so that you're ready to go tomorrow. And that would complete today's lesson. Other than you need to remember to have your learning coach go in and mark that this lesson is complete, and you're good to go. Your tip for today, have you made sure to complete your work sample for this month? Remember, work samples are in 2 subjects, in math and there's a writing work sample that comes from your composition K-12 book that you've got. So you've got 2 work samples. They need to be submitted by the 15th of every month, and your teacher is sending you those K-mails and all the information that you need to complete those 2 things successfully. So if you're a little bit fuzzy, unsure of what's expected, get with your homeroom teacher if you have any questions, and they'd love to help you and give you the information that you're looking for. So with that being said, you guys take care and have a great day.